8:48, it's Micki time. Micki, Washington lawmakers now want nearly $2 million, so I can't believe it's not going to be more.
No, it's $200 million.
$200 million, that's right. To create a bullet train route, just to map out the route. And again, we're talking about a train that would travel 250 miles an hour from where to where?
So it would start, we could do Portland, Seattle, and Vancouver. And, well, it's a lot of money.
What would building it cost ultimately?
So building it in total, according to the study, about $24 billion to $42 billion, somewhere within there. And that's according to a study that came out in 2017. Wow. So here's the thing. The folks in Olympia, some of the folks in Olympia, we're talking about Senator Patty Murray, and Maria Cantwell, along with 8 other Democrats here in Washington, are all in support of this bullet train, which can go up to 250 miles per hour. And they want support from Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg. So they wrote a letter. They all signed it. They sent it yesterday. And they're asking for $150 million. Well, they got $150 million last year. They're asking for a couple more million this year to go ahead and move forward with that study, which you talked about. And basically, we're just waiting to hear and find out if we're going to get it.
Wouldn't it be cheaper just to move Portland closer to Seattle?
You would think, right? But what they're saying is that this is going to allow a lot of people who live in the outer lying areas to be able to make that commute. People who live in suburban areas to work anywhere they want in what they're calling a mega region.
I'm just trying to figure out at what point does it become diminishing returns? I mean, if you get a job someplace, maybe you should just move to that place.
Yeah, but what if you can't afford it? But the job is good, but then you can't afford it.
But the cost of this is going to be so high, everyone's going to have to be taxed to build it, right?
It is.
Isn't that going to make life less affordable too?
You know what? It could also help with traffic on I-5. I know a lot of us complain about traffic on I-5, on 405. What it could do is it could help people. Now, Sully's over here shaking his head. He's going to play devil's advocate. But yeah, it could really help with the congestion. It could help get more cars off the roadways. I mean, that's the intention, right?
Yeah. I guess it is.
Who is asking for this? I mean, did they talk to anybody who's an actual person as opposed to a person who's a politician or someone who would be in the building trades?
I mean,
who wants this?
David.
Nobody wants it.
To be fair, I don't know completely all of the financial implications and the tax implications of this, but in theory, I think it would be amazing.
Where are you going to catch it?
I don't know. Right. You could catch it in Seattle.
No, you wouldn't. Where are you going to build a train that goes 250 miles an hour in Seattle? Not going to happen. All the people I talk to say it's going to be east of Bellevue. So you're going to have to drive to Bellevue to catch the train from Seattle.
Well, Seattle Times does have a map of the proposed areas of where they're going to place it. And they do say you can catch it in Portland, you can catch it in Longview, Olympia, Tacoma, Tukwila, Seattle, Bellevue, Everett, Bellingham, Surrey, and then Vancouver.
Everett. Yeah, Everett. I mean, I would drive to Bellevue so that I didn't have to drive 3.5 hours to Portland.
Exactly.
So drive an hour to Bellevue, maybe, because it'll probably be east of Bellevue.
That drive to Portland, one of our
I did it every weekend.
Campbell.
Did it every weekend. Whatever.
And it's not fun.
No. But again, who's asking for this? What is it going to solve? And here, again, sorry, not to rain on you, Micki, but here, let's talk. I don't know. Has anybody tried this?
California.
Oh, yeah, California. They voted for it in 2008. How much of the track between L.A. and San Francisco has been built?
How much?
0.
Oh,
not 1 mile. What was it proposed when they put it to the ballot in 2008 to build? $9 billion. What's its estimated cost today? $128 billion, and they haven't built 1 mile.
So you say this is a money grab?
No,
locally?
I'm saying it does nothing, and it was supposed to be finished in 2030.
Okay.
It has no miles built in 2023 and is ballooned from $9 billion to $128.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I think they reached out to, Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg to go ahead and try and get this pushed along. So what's happening in California doesn't happen here in the Megaplex.
Do we have a good track record of building any kind of rail in this area?
Fair point.
I mean, let's be realistic. And what's it going to do? Nothing. I mean, seriously, this $128 billion for what?
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. When we're all working from home,
what
we're going to be.
What do we need, Sully? Tell us what we need.
When we transfer away to we're going all to electric vehicles and autonomous vehicles when the traffic will clear up. Because it's a complete waste. So we're going to waste $300 million on studying something and then find out, it's not going to work, and then we'll probably vote for it anyway.
But isn't
because
that
that's
what
the
we
way
do,
things
though?
work.
But isn't that what we do here? We have to study it for a really long time before we can even begin the planning stages and
again,
start breaking ground.
It's a shame we don't have an example of what to look at and how well this can go.
I just look at the Northeast corridor, right? New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, where they have rail,
Right.
And
They've got the PATH train. They've got Metro.
But look how much trouble they have maintaining just that in a place which is the most densest populated area of the country.
Right, but the Metro train to catch it from the Bronx all the way to Brooklyn is going to cost you $2.50.
Yeah, I have an idea. Why don't you build that when Seattle was, 1940? Try building look what happens in the price that went up right now when you're trying to build a rail system in an actively full-on stuffed to the gills metro. You could try to build the subway in New York right now if it didn't have that tunnel system.
Wow.
But,
how would that happen?
But we need something because the population is growing.
It
Yeah,
isn't
I don't know
this
if we
for
need
for
a train to
multi-billion
Portland.
dollars. Sorry, I'm not attacking you, Micki.
Oh, no,
I've just missed seeing you for a couple of
listen.
days.
No, listen, I'm just bringing the story to you guys.
Get this man a talk show.
I know,
Jeez,
right?
Sully, I didn't know
Wow.
this was going to get heated.
You should have heard me yesterday on G and Ursula's show talking about left lane campers.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
I'm good in 5-minute bursts
You're
of
welcome,
what grinds
Dave.
my gears.
Should we take a deep
Let's go to
breath
the
together?
Beacon Plumbing traffic desk, and
I wanna
here's
know-
Chris Sullivan.
Traffic is terrible too.
I want to know what a left lane camper is.
I'll tell you, it
Okay.
can seat 5.